Hey everyone, this is Meg with another video. It's not a trailer talk, it's not a first impressions or a spotlight on. You know, I'm not really sure what this is. I guess it's a bit of an update. I have a few things to talk about. They are video game related, don't worry. But this is going to be a little bit of a rambler video. Sorry. Maybe this should be a new series. The Ramblings of the Ramblemeister, Meg. As you can obviously see, my background is back. Thank you, Becky, for giving me a heads up about using the wrong spray mount. I'm crap, and obviously learnt nothing from my time in art college, so thank you! So I guess the first thing I really wanted to talk about was I've been a little absent from Facebook and Twitter and YouTube comments and things. I'm very busy right now with a lot of stuff, some of which I'm not going to share, but something that's taking up a lot of my gaming time right now, at least, is Mass Effect. And by Mass Effect I mean the entire series, because to those of you who follow me on Facebook, you'll know that I don't have Xbox Live. I don't have a gold membership or anything like that, so when I played Mass Effect 3 I couldn't play the multiplayer, which really bothered me. And I only really wanted to play Mass Effect 3 with an imported character as well. So what I've decided to do was go all the way back to 1 and change all the choices I did before. And in Mass Effect 2 I wanted to get all the DLC characters and all the DLC content that I could afford, and then carry it over to Mass Effect 3, in which I would play multiplayer. So that's kind of technically what I'm doing right now, and I'm currently about 3/4 of the way through Mass Effect 2. I started playing, I'd say 4 or 5 days ago, so it's taken me a while, and with all the extra content there's a lot to get through. And to put it a little bit into perspective as to how much Mass Effect I've been playing in my spare milliseconds, I had a dream last night that was so complex. I was in the Alliance military and I was up against, they weren't the Reapers or the Collectors or anything. I don't know why I'm telling you this, I hope you find it interesting. Last night, to the best of my ability, I can't remember it that clearly because when I woke up it sort of, I told it and then it disappeared. I can remember vaguely what it was about, and I was up against an army of rocket drones. Basically it was my job to escort all of these like women and children and pets through this like English hamlet to get to this futuristic sky tram on the other side. Halfway across to the tram a lot of the people died because I was rubbish as Commander Shepard. And I vividly remember at the end, obviously this was after Mass Effect 3 because there was a Krogan Battle Master and a Turian just kind of sipping some kind of drink and celebrating together and going, "Shepard, you were amazing, now we've defeated these people." And I was like, well obviously you weren't around because you didn't see how much of a fail I was. It was the most random thing in the world. So I don't know why I told you that. God, what a detour. I'm sorry. So I guess while I'm on this subject and ranting about Mass Effect, the DLCs so far that I've downloaded are really, really good, one of which I wanted to point out to any of you that are interested or haven't played it yet or are like me and are way behind on the DLC front. There's an amazing one about the Shadow Broker in which you work with Liara to find and kill the Shadow Broker, and it's an absolutely brilliant extra. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. I know a lot of people don't like DLCs because they don't like paying extra money, and you know, that I can understand, but this is really worth it. I thought it was so neat. You have a hovercar chase, which is very Fifth Element. I liked it a lot. There's really tough fights in it. It's very slick, very kind of, I'd say almost like LA Noire detective look, maybe with a hint of, I don't know, something futuristic like Blade Runner. It's really cool. I absolutely loved it, and it's something that you can kind of utilise later on in the game because you can visit Liara again as the Shadow. Whoops! Forget I said that. Crap, I should have shouted spoiler! So anyway, great DLC. Okay, the next thing on my agenda that I wanted to address was Silent Hill Downpour. Now, it came out a week ago, I guess, in the States, and I've had a lot of subscribers and a lot of friends asking me if I've played it yet. It only came out today, so no, I haven't. And what's even worse is I went to look for it today, like a good old video game hunter. No, I hadn't pre-ordered it anywhere, if you're thinking of asking that. I know, I'm foolish. So I was looking everywhere for it, traipsing around to every place that sold video games, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and I'm thinking, this is really strange. Blockbuster didn't even order it, like they didn't have a shipment even coming in. HMV didn't have it on the shelves, they didn't have any adverts for it, and they didn't even have it in stock. Who else didn't have it? Tesco wasn't even on the chart. Like, literally, everywhere I went, there was not a single copy. And what was even worse was you spoke to people and no one could tell you whether it was coming in or when they were expecting it, or it was like it just never existed. So long story short, I've had to order it off the net. The earliest I will get the game is about Monday. It's not great, but at least I'll be playing it fairly soon. I mean, I paid extra for express delivery. I really am curious. The more I've heard about it, the more excited I am. But obviously, after the complete fail that was today, trying to find Dowpour, I came home and I was so working myself up to play the game. I was so excited. I was like, hey, it comes out today, and I had nothing. So I came home and I thought, right, fine, I'll just cry while I eat Ben & Jerry's and listen to the Silent Hill Downpour music, because, you know, it's the only thing I can get right now. Which leads me to the next thing I kind of wanted to talk about. Now, the soundtrack, from what I've heard so far, is really great. I really enjoy it a lot. No, it's not Akira Yamaoka's work. I wasn't expecting it to be, because he's in a league of his own. But I really generally like this guy's music and his take on the Silent Hill soundtrack, because I think it's all too easy to copy what Akira Yamaoka did. For example, if you ever see like a homage to Silent Hill music or someone's take on Silent Hill music, it always just sounds like it came right out of Silent Hill in the fact that it's copied outright. Whereas this guy seems to have taken almost the general, like a hint of it, and turned it into his own thing, which I think is a much harder thing to achieve. The corn theme, and every time I say corn, I think of corn like fake meat corn. I said that with such disdain. Can you tell I'm a meat eater? A lot of people weren't very happy about the fact that Korn was doing the theme song, and I don't really know why, because I kind of like Korn. I think they have this capacity to be very unusual, in the sense that, you know, when you listen to a record, like an old record, and it'll be singing and it's really great, and then all of a sudden the needle skips, or maybe it's old and damaged, and it kind of goes into this weird like, and it simultaneously is cool but creeps you out too. And that's what I kind of get from Korn. They have this ability to sound slightly off, but in a good way. And that, to me, fits Silent Hill quite well, and now I've heard the theme, I really enjoy it. So if there's anyone else out there that's as enthusiastic about music and scores as I am, please let me know what you think about it so far if you've heard it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm not really seeing everyone's problem. Unless, of course, you're comparing it directly to Akira Yamaoka's work, and then yeah, you're going to be disappointed. I mean, that's kind of pretty obvious. That's like comparing blue cheese to cheesecake. You're going to be disappointed. And the last thing I want to say about this Silent Hill themed section is, on the Silent Hill High Definition collection, is there a reason why Silent Hill 4 The Room is not on it? Because I suddenly thought how much I loved that game and how difficult it was, but I thought, I'm pretty sure I didn't see it on the High Definition collection. Sure enough, I didn't. I find that kind of unusual. If anyone knows why, if there is in fact a reason, I'm not sure if there is, but yeah, if anyone knows, please fill me in, I'm kind of curious. So yeah, that's it. I'm really sorry for this incredibly lackluster video today, and it should have been posted yesterday anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty much a fail right now. As I said, I've got a lot of stuff going on, so this is all I could really come up with this week. But hopefully I'll be doing more first impressions on games like Persona 3 Portable and Uncharted Golden Abyss soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Thank you for bearing with me. I hope this wasn't too ranty, although I did technically talk about a dream. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next week on Tuesday. Bye! Oh, doo-doo. Am I looking at the thing? That shadow makes it look like my hair is really huge. I should have sat on a pillow, what an idiot. Until playing Silent Dell. Silent Dell? Silent Dell, a new survival horror game, as told by Megan Smith. Now I'm listening, which leads me to the next bit. Oh god, I have an 80-year-old woman's brittle bones and I'm only 22! Crack! So I really enjoy it. If there are any other, jeez, enunciate. My pa drives a Jaguar. He drives it rather fast.